Good morning. I'm Jane Withers. I'm also known as Hubcap Annie in Denver, Colorado. I wanted to show you a few of the older hubcaps that I've had and the craftsmanship that we no longer see. And this is one example of a Cadillac, and I believe it's in the 30s, maybe early 40s. And if you'll notice, there's some little birds on there, and they're called merlets. And they have something to do with the Trinity and goodwill and compassion and love. But as the economic times have declined, they have removed the merlets, they have removed the color. And so now everything that goes on a Cadillac in terms of logos is, unfortunately, folks, plastic. This is one of my favorites, very colorful, and there's a big DES in there for, let me hear you, it's called a DeSoto, and it's a beautiful car. And this was maybe late 1800s to the 1920s. I'm not exactly sure of the date, but I like the color. Clips are a little different. This is a full wheel cover that covers the whole wheel. And this one's very unusual. There's hardly any other cars around, much less the hubcaps, and that's an E for Edsel. It's not that famous for designs, but it's very famous for its rarity. You can't get them anymore. And then finally, the last full wheel cover is Mercury. And I think it's a Greek god. I don't think, yeah, it's a Greek god for being fleet, fast. That's why he has little wings on his hat. And so again, I want you to notice the craftsmanship and the color. That's the last of the full wheel covers. I have 2,000 more of these things if you want to call me. All right, this is a hubcap, and it covers the hub of the wheel. And so this is like the middle size, and this is a Cobra. And you can see it's a pretty darn good picture of a pretty mean-looking snake. And the Cobra was a very famous car. Now here's grease caps. Grease caps are differentiated by their small size, their bronze, pewter, gold, chrome. Grease caps are denoted by their, threads on the lower inside. And what they used to do in the days gone by is they would put a blob of grease in here and then screw it onto the axle, which had matching threads. And that way the wheels wouldn't squeak and they would be well lubricated. Now this particular logo looks like a Nazi sign, but in fact it is a reverse sign for Mayan fertility. And this is probably my rarest hubcap that I own, and I just love it. And it's in great shape. All right, here's another one, another grease cap with threads. And it says R.E. Old for the man called Ransom E. Olds from Michigan. And he later started the Rio truck, which became more famous than the Oldsmobile for a time. This man was very brilliant, entrepreneurial. He's the one that put the first headlights on a car, and some of his colleagues were the first ones to put a windshield on the car. We take this for granted. And then some brilliant guy came up with windshield wipers, and it's fascinating to see the different steps as these things evolve. My last one is Willys, and they combined with Mr. Knight, Mr. Willys and Mr. Knight. But what's significant about this is also a grease cap with threads. This company made 600,000 Jeeps in World War II with the Willys name on it for our allies in America. So I wanted to ask you to join me on this journey. This is my first book. I would love to see it published. It has a lot of humor, a lot of tragedy, but I always bring you up for air. I'll never let you stay down too long. But I do need your help, and I appreciate you watching this video.